Do you have tight hamstrings? Of course, that's why you're here. We're gonna go through our 3-step sequence of getting rid of those tight hamstrings. That's something that plagues a lot of people, and we know exactly how to fix it. Let's get into the video. Tight hamstrings have 3 factors. Now, number 1 is that tight muscles a lot of times are weak muscles. They're doing the jobs of other muscles. So why do so many people have tight hamstrings is because we need to do hip extension pushing back. We lose the function of our glute. We should have more production on hip extension than what our hamstrings do, but our hamstrings typically do too much, and that's why they get tight so often. Number 2, static stretching, just holding stretches. Have you ever done static stretching? They just don't seem to get better. You've been doing it consistently and they're not getting better. That's because it doesn't address the nervous system. Our nervous system will tighten up and resist a stretch because it's gonna say, hey, you're stretching me too much. We've got to address that as well during our sequence. Number 3 is muscle adhesions and fascial densifications. Muscles have to glide across each other, and then also we tend to get scar tissue. We get collagen that lays down haphazardly, and those are things that we have to address in the hamstrings as well. And we're gonna do that, and that has to be number 1 in our program. Before we get into this 3-step routine, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and let us know exactly what videos you need. Let's get into it. Number 1, we have to roll out the hamstrings. We have to loosen them up. So if you look at my hamstring right here, it's coming up. I'm gonna bend it right here. So these are meaty spots of the hamstring right here. This is where we're gonna get the most productive work. And when we do this, when we roll it out, it's gonna be uncomfortable, but we need to be on a stable surface. So this box is really good. You can do it on your countertop at home. You can do it on a bench at the gym, but we'll take a lacrosse ball. You can do a double lacrosse ball, but just a lacrosse ball, we gotta dig out that tissue first. So first thing, always through our sequence, 3-part sequence, first thing is always we have to loosen up that muscle tissue. So we have to get leverage. We have to put pressure on it right here. And so I'm gonna get on the inside of my hamstring and I'm gonna dig that out. I'm loosening up. So I'm doing 10 swipes and I want it to be tender. And I also don't want to bend and fold through my back. I want my back to be in a neutral position. I can put pressure through my leg and loosen that up. And it shouldn't be pulling on my back. It shouldn't be hurting anywhere else except for where I'm putting pressure. So I'm gonna loosen that up on the inside 10 times. Then I'm gonna move it right to the middle and I'm gonna loosen it up, just gliding 10 times. You don't have to get fully straight with this leg. I'm just loosening up. It should be fairly comfortable because we're gonna do this consistently to actually get that length in the hamstring, that flexibility we're looking for. And then on the outside right here, I'm digging it out. So I'm just relaxing and digging into this muscle. I'm gonna do 10 swipes in each one of them. And when you're doing this consistently, you can move up the chain up in here. We're gonna have less leverage up here, but if you feel like you have more tight spots up there, feel free to go there. But the most that we see here at the clinic and what makes the biggest change for our clients is getting into this spot right here where our hamstrings bifurcate, where they separate. So first thing is on the inside right here, on the middle, and then on the outside, doing 10 swipes in all 3 locations. Now, number 2, we have to get blood flow to the hamstrings. So we want them to lengthen and we want to use them. So we're going to do hip hinges. So just like an RDL, so if I had weight right here, I'm doing an RDL, I'm driving my butt back. So I'm going at this angle, lengthening my hamstrings and pulling up. We're going to do 2 sets of 15. We'll do 30 of them. So to make sure we're doing this right, our face should be in line with our chest and we're really reaching back. So we'll call it a hip hinge squat, but also an RDL, just like a gym exercise where we're loading up those hamstrings. We're only looking to do 30 of them just to get a lot of blood flow in there so that when we do our stretch, we've loosened up the tissue. Now we're getting blood flow into it. And then now we got to get into step 3, and step 3 is actually lengthening through the hamstrings. So you can do this a bunch of different ways. Some people will go straight down into this position, not the most productive. They'll cross their leg and they'll isolate one of them. Also not extremely productive because we're not getting both of them at the same time. What I want to do is I'm going to separate out because I want my upper body to lengthen as well. When we look at fascia chains, fascia ties muscles together. And so from the bottom of our foot up, our calf crosses the knee, our hamstring crosses the knee. And so we have an area where fascia overlaps right here. and that goes all the way up the chain to the top of our forehead. What we've seen with clients is that the thoracic mobility is important as well. So we want to make sure that we're loosening all that up at the same time. And when we're doing this, we don't want it to eat up too much of your gym time or too much of your time at home with your family. So we loosen up the hamstrings, we get blood flow to the hamstrings, and then we're going to do a stretch where I'm just going to come across right here and I'm separating my legs. Now I'm grabbing my foot and I'm grabbing with my other hand coming across, and I drop my head down into it. So I'm holding this for 20 seconds. And then over 5 seconds, I'm gonna bring myself back up. I'm using this hamstring to bring me back up. And then I'm coming right back down into the stretch, and I should be able to get a little bit further. I hold that for 20 seconds. I'm trying to get my knee fairly straight, but it doesn't have to be fully straight. We're getting that chain loosened up, and I'm getting my upper body involved. I'm gonna do that 3 times, but in between. So this is 5 seconds using the hamstring, 20 seconds, 5 seconds using the hamstring, 20 seconds, and then I'm gonna switch to the other side. I'm reaching down, coming across. Now you notice, I feel it, is that now my right hamstring is a lot tighter than my left because I'm using the muscle on the left side. It's called PNF stretching, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. I'm using my nervous system. I'm getting my nervous system to relax while I'm doing the stretch. So I come down into it, driving my head down. Then I use that hamstring to bring me up, and I'm driving back down. Using that hamstring to drive me back up. Notice that my low back's not going into extension to bring me up. It's my hamstring that's bringing me up slowly. And then I'm gonna drop right back down into it. And now I can really straighten it out much more effectively. And that's it. Now my 3-part sequence, and I need to do it daily. We're not gonna see changes with hamstrings with flexibility if we're not doing it on a daily basis. So we wanna make sure that we're rolling out the hamstrings, knowing exactly what to do. Leave us a question, let us know if it's not clear, if you can't see something, we can dive deeper into it. We wanna make sure this channel is productive for you. So leave a comment, let us know exactly what you wanna dive into. We're gonna loosen up those 3 areas on the hamstring. We're gonna get blood flow by doing our RDLs or our hip hinge by loading up those hamstrings. And then we're gonna do our stretch. We're gonna do 20-second hold, so it's almost like doing a set. So 20 seconds is a hold, and then a 5-second engagement. 20 seconds is a hold, 5-second engagement, then 20 seconds is a hold, and we're gonna do both sides. So leave us a comment, let us know what you need, subscribe to the channel, we'll see you in the next video.